Welcome back, dimwits and chucklenuts, to Volume 2 of the DCeased comic summary. If you forgot what happened in the last two issues, let me quickly remind you what happened. Darkseid tried to create the anti-life equation by using Cyborg, but it turns out he's more dumb than a rock, and instead created a virus that corrupts people's minds and forces them to scratch their head to get it out. Cyborg was then sent back to Earth. He connected to the world's internet, and anyone with internet access got infected by this virus just by looking at a screen. This also included many of the DC superheroes, and we ended off with Batman fully succumbing to this virus, and getting his bum blasted by Giga Chad Alfred. But in the third issue, we see Alfred look upon Batman's, Robin's, and Nightwing's virgin corpses, while also holding a suitcase meant for Damian Wayne. He then heads off into a plane and flies off to see the heroes while also being a fucking Giga Chad and striking down these zombies. Meanwhile, Harley Quinn is getting chased down by the zombie Joker, but Harley was all like, "What the hell, I'm no slimy simp, I'm not a sexy looking service, I'm Harley Quinn, bitch," and it's time to blast his face-painted doofus into the ninth circle of hell. So she cocks her gun and kills the Joker. But then she is quickly welcomed by the zombie birds of prey, and clearly she's ready to cock more guns. But we get blue-balled and we're sent back to Superman and the squad. And Clark decides that while everyone here is working on sending a message out to all the survivors about the virus, he should go quickly to see his mother and father to see if they're okay. So he says goodbye to John and Lois and flies off. He then makes it to Smallville, and Mama Kent is scared shitless. They're both staring at a locked shed, and Clark clearly knows what's going on. He opens the shed, then opens a floor storage door just to see Clark's dad, who got infected by the OnlyFans virus. He tries to attack Clark, but he dodges his dad's attacks, like me when I try to eat my dad's favorite Chinese noodles for breakfast. Eventually, he just grabs his dad by the wrist, locks him inside the floor again, and yeah, nobody is safe. Clark then tells his mom that his father isn't here anymore, and it's time to leave his home for someplace safer. In the fourth issue, we see Captain Atom talking about how Ray Palmer, aka The Atom, is inside one of these zombies to check out what's causing this. But it seems like he's not leaving the body. But moments later, Captain Atom is called upon for some assistance, so he goes out to save the day, until suddenly he feels something inside, and it's not a ghost pepper, it's not a baby, it's the fucking Atom, tearing up his blood cells and making him a zombie, and the virus is now beginning to infect Captain Atom. But meanwhile, Superman is back with his squad, and Lois is now officially telling the world through the Daily Planet about the virus, and how they all need to assemble to find a way to get out of this damn planet with internet-addicted, gaming drunks, and OnlyFans subscribing zombies. They get in contact with people, heroes, and villains to stop this threat. Meanwhile, Superman was able to find the Flash and Kid Flash to help, and Harley's getting fucked by her friends because they want to eat her. But Poison Ivy comes in and snaps all their necks like they are Crayola crayons. And this, oh boy, this is where things not only get cool, but artistically looking fucking badass. So the squad is just sending out the message, right? Until they hear rumbles of a certain individual, and that individual is a zombified Giganta. This panel looks so unbelievably cool. And what's just as cool is that Giga Chad Alfred tries to stop her, but Giganta knocks the plane out from the air, but Green Lantern catches it before it falls to the ground. Meanwhile, Supes and the squad start decking this troglodyte, and Wonder Woman comes out of nowhere to end her, but Superman stops her and tells Diana that there's a chance to make all these zombies human. But suddenly, Superman gets fuck you'd by Cyborg, who just blasted a hole through Giganta's head, and tells Superman that no one can be saved, and all they want is death. Meanwhile, Alfred came out of his plane to give Damian his very own batsuit, and tells Damian that Bruce thought you were worthy of it now. He's proud of you, and he wished that he told Damian that every day. Yeah, man, these fucking phones will kill us all before climate change does. Oh god, the metaverse is coming in like 10 years. Oh, we're cocked! Anyways, Thunder's handing everyone contact lenses that makes everything blurry, so that way the screen will have no effect on them. But out of nowhere, Hawkgirl is falling from the sky with burnt wings, and letting everyone know that Captain Atom, that's right, the dude who got infected at the beginning of the issue, is about to blow. So Superman and Wonder Woman fly to Atom, and try to take him as high as they can, but it wasn't high enough, as Atom caused an explosion larger than when I shit right after I rip a fart into the toilet. And the heroes see the explosion coming to them in Metropolis, and the issue ends there. In the fifth issue, Metropolis is gone, completely ass-blasted by Captain Atom. But you may be wondering what happened with the squad. Well, thanks to the rookie Green Lantern, she was able to protect everyone from the blast and keep everyone safe. But all of a sudden, Lex Luthor approaches, and Superman was vexed, and he was 2 seconds away from giving boss-level laser eye surgery. But Lex dropped to his knees in hopes that they could establish a truce. They agreed, and they went to work. Multiple heroes assembled, and they went all over the world to destroy anything that could possibly have some connection to the internet. And they were successful in doing so. And as a result, the only way to get the virus was through people. The heroes and villains then got together in the Fortress of Solitude to discuss the next phase of their plan. And you may be thinking, well, this is exciting and progress is being made. However, hundreds of heroes in one place during a zombie orgy isn't exactly the best idea. Lex Luthor, who brags that he's officially the smartest person in the world because Batman is dead, uses his bald shiny thinker machine and suggests that everyone has to leave Earth in order for everyone alive to stay alive. Some heroes are against the idea, especially Superman, but when Martha tells him that this is the only option, they have to go with it. Superman then listens to Lex about moving to another planet, and they get to work in regards to building ships that can transport people by the millions and getting everyone together. And once again, progress was being made. These Jolly Rangers felt like they had the upper hand. But remember when I told you that having many heroes together isn't a good idea? Because guess what? The Martian Manhunter blasts into the Fortress of Solitude, kills Luthor like he's a wooden plank, and claws up the Flash's back, thus transforming him into a zombie. Firestorm was able to kill Manhunter, but a zombie Flash was on the loose. Imagine what the fastest man alive can do with a virus like this. However, there is one man who can stop him, the mother chuckin' duckin' Superman. But you may be wondering, still, the Flash can't be stopped. He's faster than Clark, and he knows that. So instead of chasing him, he'll collide with him. And he pulled that off, as if Flash was made out of ice. He ripped through him like a cheap condom. But the biggest problem that none of these heroes want to face has officially occurred. Superman got fingered by the Flash, and now the most powerful person in all of fiction is now a flesh-eating and murderous zombie. The transformation was slow since he's Superman, so it bought him enough time to say goodbye to his family thanks to Wally's Speed Force powers. He then flies away into space in hopes of suffocating, but he was too slow. He was still alive, and zombie Superman was ready to thrive. In the last issue, it starts with Superman hammer-fisting through a building, and this was enough to let the League know that Superman has gone rogue, and they only have one option, and that's to fight him. Damian pulled out a chip that contained all the information in regards to how they need to take down every major superhero in the DC comics. In this case, he pulled out a Superman chip. And Green Arrow was frustrated that Batman was scheming behind everyone's tushies, but Damian dropped a disappointment bomb on Green Arrow and tells him that Bruce never had a contingency plan for him. And this breaks Green Arrow's heart that Batman didn't think he was Chad enough to be a planetary threat. But anyways, Damian pulls out some kryptonite, and they begin to work in regards to beating Superman. Wonder Woman made a sword with the kryptonite, and the other heroes got survivors into the ships to fly away. But all of a sudden, Aquaman comes out of the ocean with a ballsack-looking creature and his wet soldiers to fight and kill the League. But out of nowhere, an arrow pierces through Aquaman's eye, and he dies. And it was the Green Arrow. He gasses himself up like he's a balloon by telling everyone that I'm the baddest bitch there is. Batman doesn't think I can be dangerous? Fuck you, Batman. And boy, this fight is just getting started. The Atlanteans fight the Amazons. Superman is fighting the other heroes. It's the ultimate bloodbath, baby. Eating, chomping, sucking, cucking. Everyone is getting a piece of the pie. Wonder Woman was in a battle with Superman, slices off his arm, stabs him through the body, then Superman knuckle killed Wonder Woman. And she falls to her doom as Superman flies away to take down the ships with the survivors. Cyborg saves Wonder Woman from the fall and tells Canary that he'll stay behind because since the virus came from him, it may infect the next world he goes to. So Canary leaves to find Superman, who's heading for the ship right now. And Superboy notices this, and he understands that there is only one thing he could do in order to stop Superman, and that's collide with his fucking father head on. Is he dead? I don't know, guess we'll find out. But Canary is coming to save the day with the entire squad of Green Lanterns. All this party's getting started again! Superman flies away and the Lanterns go after him until Superman reaches the sun and they all stop because Superman is sucking up all the sun's energy, thus eliminating them from the universe so everything could turn into a cold cestoid. The Green Lanterns say that there is nothing they could do and it's time to move these guys to a whole new world as soon as possible. Meanwhile, Cyborg is with Wonder Woman, who's caught in her lasso of truth, and he asks Diana if she could speak, and she can. He then asks if there's a cure to this virus, and she says that there is, and it's in Cyborg. Since he started it all, he could also end it all. I don't know exactly how. Wonder Woman just said some gibberish, but apparently Cyborg is the cure. But technically, he just pulled off an oopsie because he decided to leave himself behind from the crew. But he pulled an even bigger oopsie because he turned his back against a zombie. And do you know what happened next? Wonder Woman kills Cyborg. She kills the fucking cure because Cyborg decided to stare into the sky instead of decking Wonder Woman on the spot. But this story ends bittersweet as the surviving heroes and the healing Superboy are now gazing upon the new world with no money, houses, spare change of clothes, jobs, food, or anything you really need to survive, but it's their new home nonetheless. Earth 2. And yeah, that's about it. Subscribe and I'll see you later.